Okay, hello everybody. It's time for another Chief Delegate Trial 2 Eden election board meeting. We've got about a 2.5 week window left here of our current term, and this is the 10th meeting that we have. So we'll just get straight to it and get to the updates. Me, you are up.
Yes, so is working on Jungle Textnet. I have it on a temporary domain, and I tested it with some friends, and I learned a lot from this testing because I did it side by side with them in the same room, and I'm improving the flow. So when you go to the eosinbox.com website, you're gonna have to select the blockchain, if it's Jungle or the EOS mainnet, and you'll be able to enter the custodian account, which will be the owner, and then share a link with your friends. So they will have fewer steps to complete. Just they need to set up their account name and create the key pair with the biometrics and the Web of 10, and then they send back to you a link, and then you can create the account for them. And I tested that, and soon I'm going to put that on the final domain, which is eosinbox.com, and then I'm gonna let everybody know that they can test it and make sure it works. It only supports transferring EOS with a memo from one account to another currently, but in the near future, I'm gonna extend that to any EOS transaction. So websites will be able to add that as an option, as another wallet for them to log in or do any transaction. That's my update.
Okay, I got my. You're a little choppy at the beginning, but the rest came through nicely. So that sounds good. And yeah, sounds great. Sounds like you're at least on task to, or on track to finish sort of the committed goal by the end of this term in 2.5 weeks. So good stuff.
Yeah, great work,
All right.
Ani. Looking forward to testing that out.
Yeah.
My update this week is going to be pretty short. We're slightly off schedule with getting the minimum viable version of the EOS support service going. I would say we're aiming to still launch it later this week or sometime next week at the very latest. And that's pretty much the only update I have. We're just basically trying to tie up loose ends and get people in position to actually get the service operational while continuing to develop other things on the roadmap. We have sort of digressed slightly to begin working on things to help for the upcoming election and Pomelo promotions. And I've been putting a lot of time and thought into various kinds of strategies of what to do if someone was the sortition winner, like whether it was me or anyone else, what would I want to see happen? What could be like the most effective thing to do with the current treasury, which is it's not massive, but it's much larger than what we've had in previous elections to work with. And I'm kind of excited and stimulated by some of the ideas that I'm getting. I'm not going to mention any of them here just for the sake of time, but I'm very curious to see what everybody's strategies and approaches and what the outcome of this next election is. I think it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Yeah, totally agree with that. Felix, what's been going on?
So yeah, as the Eden election's approaching, that's kind of what I'm focused on making content around for. So it's here in three weeks, like on Saturday, 3 weeks from the Saturday, or 2 weeks from the Saturday. But yeah, so I'll have 2 videos out, but they're going to be focus on Eden, kind of like a welcome to Eden OS. What is it? What's it about? And then, so that's kind of what my focus is on as well. Just preparing for the election and getting some videos out beforehand. And then just an update from the last week. I posted a video of like 7 reasons why you should be bullish on US, and Eden was one of them. So yeah, just gonna keep pushing content out, and then I'm excited for the election coming up.
Okay, right on. So my update, last week, the Eden proxy went live, fully announced. There's 60 some odd thousand votes or tokens behind the rewards proxy, and I think under 10,000 for the donation proxy. So combined around 80,000 votes. So nothing big yet. We want to get into the millions for sure. But the good news is once the proxies are up, I have 4 interviews planned with BPs this week. And then I'm going to try to try this out. One a week, I'll kind of present a video. So even though I'll have 4 recorded this week, I'll try to space them out a bit. But so a lot more interest there. And by launching the I have made more contact with more BPs as well. So it's been a good avenue to sort of break ground there, which is good. Yeah, so really in terms of my commitments, I've kind of pretty well hit it now. The proxy's out, the website's up. It's a matter of just rinse and repeat in terms of and just keep reaching BPs and providing that information to the community. And so I'll keep doing that even after the October 9th election. More than likely I'll keep on. So this is just kind of a first step just to get it going, but it will continue for a while. And then I think for us, group of we spoke previously about kind of summarizing our successes here and what we've done in this current term. So I'll just put this bug in your guys' ear about how you'd like to craft that. If you want to make a bit of a statement, a bit of a summary of your sort of maybe a comparison against what you said versus you did, and any issues, any things to highlight in terms of growth and learning opportunities that other people can take away with and help them as well. We aim to present that. Maybe we talk later this week. If you want to get me some sort of brief summary, I can consolidate that and then look to get that out to the next week. I'm also looking, I'll try to do it, I think early next week, is write a bit of what to consider into an election for the uninformed voter sort of thing. I'm thinking from my wife's perspective, I'm going to get her inducted this week. And so the question, she'd like to participate, but she doesn't really know as much as many of us know, especially when it comes to the details of EOS. So I think it'd be useful for her to have like a sort of list of questions to consider that are EOS related and just general questions. You may not realizing how the funding works as you move through the levels, and that's an important question to ask. And how are you going to be transparent, and how are you going to change actions, and that sort of thing that she may not quite understand how to even phrase those questions. But I think there's value in having a bit of a summary for people to at least review who want to participate. Maybe people who want to participate, but they aren't because they just feel like it's over their head or they're not prepared, and maybe that'll help and encourage more people to want to join for the first round. So I'll be committed to doing that next week. Yeah, that's kind of all I have. Anything else? Good, sweet.
No, I think
about like, sorry. Go ahead, Ami.
I'm going to prepare my lessons and experience of these 2 months, and I'm going to send it to you, and yeah, we can discuss that later.
Great. Yeah, so what I was saying is, looking at the calendar, so we'd have like 2 more of these meetings before the election occurs. So should we probably plan for like that last, and in 2 weeks from now, we can all just do a recap of like how the funds were spent.
Yeah, that'd work. Yeah, that'll work for the 4th. We'll plan to try to hit it on the 4th on that Monday. We'll do a meeting, and then I can get out. We'll have maybe a discussion like this. We can discuss maybe a little longer meeting. We'll go over some of the details from our review, and then have a proper forum post to go with it. That sounds good.
Cool.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Okay. Take care, everybody. Get this out later today.